Bible speaks about
The
God's
world
penis.
is about to undergo a radical change when an ancient Japanese-Jewish connection is renewed.
It's been speculated that Jewish tribes migrated into Japan through the ocean for a long way, sailing by real ships just like this.
The strong-willed goddess Izanami reappeared in what is now the Middle East. There, she delivered Japanese mythology and moral teachings to the Israelites. Japanese wisdom became the basis for the principal stories of the Old Testament.
We taught you many things.
And it shall come to pass, while my glory passeth by, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock. There you go. And I will cover thee with my hand while I passeth by. Okay. And I will take away my hand. James Freeze is all about sex. That's it. It's just sex. Adam said, I heard the sound of you in the garden. And I was afraid because I was naked. So I hid myself. Formed Adam out of the dust of the earth and made him naked. So was God himself. So he knew the sound of God's penis coming. Because he said, I heard the sound of you coming in the garden. Okay? What sound? Penis. The sound is the penis, the sound of the glory of God.
There are several words referring to the penis in the Bible, but there's one particular word, in fact two particular words referring to God's penis. Number one, the glory of Yahweh, the penis of God, or the bow of God, the bow, B-O-W. So when you start reading these scriptures with a different eye, this is a very sexual book, between the two gods, between the two Yahwehs. There are two Yahwehs. The one God takes all the women, the other God takes all the men. And I will show you how the one God refers to himself, that he's after the women, and the other one refers to himself, that he wants the men. And you think that this Bible, it's just holiness, it's all about the sexual content, very sexual, explicit scriptures in it. Put away. And the God, the big God, which you call Almighty Father, is a very sexual being. Very. And you will say this to me, H, where does this come from? And I will tell you that the word kobed means heaviness. Kobed, K-O-B-E-D, means glory. For the meaning of the name Yochebed, glory of Yahweh. The name Yochebed also means to Yahweh's penis. Now the word Baal means Quasti, Q-A-S-T-I, Quasti, not rainbow, Baal, Quasti. So Ezekiel 1 verse 27 and 28 refers to God's penis. So when Ezekiel looked into Yahweh's loins, he saw the penis, okay? And he says, and from the appearance of his loins even downward and even upward I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about, upward the penis, downward the testicles, as the appearance of the bow that is in a cloud in the day of rain. In the cloud, remember the bow and the cloud goes together. So was the appearance of the brightness round about it. This was the appearance of the likeness of the penis of God, the glory of God. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard the voice of one that spoke. In Exodus 16 verse 7, Moses says, "And in the morning you will see the glory of God." A man has an erection in the morning glory, the glory of God. And in the morning you will see the glory of God, the morning glory, God's penis.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam. All right, kapun piece here. There's a little prayer in Hebrew that says, to the name of the God in heaven, the Lord, Adonai. But in languages, many times the letters are interchanged, so you have the D and the T. In ancient times, Aton, the sun disk, the Lord, and Adonai, that's where it comes from. In other words, when you say Adonai, the Lord, you're referring to the sun, our star. This is Akhenaten wrote a hymn to the sun god, which was copied by all religions and the Abrahamic religions. You can see it in the Bible, in the Psalm 104, right there, the hymn to the god. And later on, in the province of Judea, all these traditions kept going. The so-called Semitic people, Abrahamic people, kept that tradition going, and it was found and they can be seen in the copper scroll of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is nothing but an inventory of the treasure of Akhenaten in Tel Amarna.
But in a flash of inspiration, some said madness, Akhenaten attacked polytheism, desecrating inscriptions and images of the old gods of Egypt. In its place, the heretic king promoted the worship of the sun as the one true God.
But the sun rays were equated with the penis. And also, as you can see, the hands that masturbated the god, that's the reason the penis ended up in hands, the sacred hands. And even the head of Akhenaten is like uncircumcised penis rays.
It was the first ever recorded expression of monotheism. Akhenaten built a new capital city with special temples dedicated to the cult of the sun god.
Many religions that follow, including the so-called Abrahamic religions, copy this.
And have startling implications for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
Yeah, they all came from Egypt.
Metallurgist and engineer Robert Feather has raised eyebrows with his interpretation of the Copper Scroll, in the few Greek letters in the mostly Hebrew text.
In the Copper Scroll, there are 14 Greek letters interspersed in the Hebrew text. I took the first 10 letters and put them together, and eureka! They read Akhenaten,
Exactly.
the name of an Egyptian pharaoh who lived around 1350 BC.
They all came from Akhenaten.
And it was one of those revelationary moments.
The revolutionary Pharaoh Akhenaten created what has controversially been called the first monotheistic religion in the world.
Well,
and
not
he
really
lived at a time when some scholars estimate the Israelites lived in Egypt.
Exactly.
I must have some of his DNA because I sure look like...
Exodus 16 verse 10. And it came to pass, as Aaron spoke unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of Yahweh appeared in the cloud. The penis appeared in the cloud. The same with Ezekiel 1 verse 27 and 28. When he looked into Yahweh's loins and he saw the penis. Now, in Genesis 9 verse 12 to 17, very interesting. It does not refer to a rainbow in Hebrew. it refers to the bow in the cloud. Not the rainbow in the cloud, the bow in the cloud. And as I said, Hebrew kwasti. And God said, this is the token of my covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that's with you for perpetual generations, everlasting. I do set my bow in the cloud, my bow in the cloud. It shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth, my penis in the cloud. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, then my penis be seen in the cloud. My bow, my penis. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall not become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, my penis. That I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. A man's penis brings life. A man's penis brings life. So is God's penis brings life. He says, behold, Yahweh our God hath showed us his glory and his greatness. His penis and the greatness of his penis in Deuteronomy verse 5, verse 24. God has a very huge penis and he's very proud of his penis. He's very masculine about his penis. Now, Jesus even promised it to the woman. He said the following to the woman. Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the penis of God, the glory of God? John 11:40. He spoke to Martha. The very last scripture of Matthew 6 verse 13 in the prayer. For unto you belongs the kingdom and the power and the penis forever, the glory of forever. The kingdom, the power, the glory. The glory is the penis. Unto you belongs the penis. In Psalms 24, 8 to 10, it speaks, who is this king of glory, the king of the penis? The penis king. Who is the king of glory? Yahweh of hosts. He is the king of glory, the king of the penis. Now, Genesis 3. Genesis 3 is all about sex. That's it. It's just sex. Adam said, I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. So I hid myself. God formed Adam out of the dust of the earth. He made him naked. So was God himself. So he knew the sound of God's penis coming, because he said, I heard the sound of you coming in the garden. Okay? What sound? The penis. The sound is the penis, the sound of the glory of God. Because Ezekiel 43 verse 2 says, I saw the glory of God of Israel coming from the east, the penis. The sound was like that of rushing water, and the earth radiated his glory. The penis of God does make a sound like rushing water. Now listen to this. Exodus 33 verse 18 to 22 speaks about Moses wants to see God's penis. Okay? He says, show me your glory, show me your penis. And Yahweh said, I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, Yahweh, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Okay? But he said, you cannot see my face, nor for no man can see me and live. So this God hides his face from men. But when you go to Exodus 33 verse 11, there's a God for the men, because men will see this God's face. But this God, with his glory, with his penis, right? He hits his face from the men, and only the women will see him. Only the women will see this passionate God with his penis, face to face, because Exodus 33 verse 11 says, and that Yahweh spoke to Moses face to face as a man speaks to his friend. So that God is for men, this God is for women. Now I'm going to show you something here. It says, and it shall come to pass while my glory passeth by. Okay, first the glory, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock. There you go. And I will cover thee with my hand while I passeth by. Okay. So first the glory of Yahweh passeth by in front of him. He's walking. It's the penis, the bow. Yahweh's great penis. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, my buttocks. But my face shall not be seen. This God is walking naked. Naked. Because that is why Michelangelo painted Yahweh's buttocks from behind. This God's glory is a penis. He's bragging about his size of his penis. This entire scripture, you will see that this God with his penis in the bow in the cloud, the penis in the cloud, that's his covenant. Okay? But there's also a covenant on the penis, the circumcision, which the other God said in Matthew 19 verse 20, I believe. That God does not want penises in his kingdom. That's also the God that will hide his face from men and show his face to women, but all men will see his glory, his penis, because he's bragging about the size of his penis, because it gives life. A man's penis is all about life and making love to his women. Think about it.
Mr. Michio Fujimori, a professional ancient Hebrew Bible researcher, concluded that this character means they have arrived to the idea of